Let's go. Let's go. Got my hold up. All right. What's up, y'all? Episode what number we on? Episode what? 29? Episode 29. Y'all like the video and y'all get up in here. Let's give everybody a minute to get up in here. Hit the like button for me. Check in. Drop a one if y'all can hear me all right. Drop a one if the audio is straight. Drop a one if the audio is good, y'all. Okay, my boy Dizzle up in here. Dizzle, I messaged you on Instagram. I sent you the link. Appreciate you joining the stream. Everybody dropping one if the audio is good. Today we doing call-ins. I ain't did call-ins in a little minute, so tonight we doing call-ins. Yeah, I got two callers tonight. I know y'all be getting tired, or maybe y'all don't, but I get tired of repeating the same things, explaining my story. So I want to get other people. Inside the stream to, explain their success story. So anybody that y'all know who successfully quit smoking weed, DM me on Instagram, send me their channel, send me something like, what I'm saying? Anybody who has a success story with quitting weed, tell them about the stream so I can get them on the stream to share their story. All right. Jackson, for real, what's good, bro? I seen you on Money Motivated Stars live too. That's my boy. I've been subscribed to Money Motivated Stars for a minute now. What's good, Adam? What's good, y'all? Make sure y'all hit the like button if you're new to my channel. Check out my quitting weed playlist in the description. If you need some personal help, I got one-on-one sessions. Link in the description. Follow me on IG. Join my Patreon for exclusive videos and live streams. And yeah, today we doing call-ins. I got two callers lined up for y'all. We're going to see what they got to say. We're going to hear their story. And yeah, y'all know how it go, bro. We do this every week, man. Episode 29. Let's go. First caller is... Hold up. All right, bro. You can call in. You can call in now, bro. Everybody hit the like button. And we about to get into it. Breath of Life, yeah. All right, go ahead, call in, bro. Breath of Life. That's the first call in. Go ahead, call in, bro. Let's get it, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. We got more streams like this on the way. If this stream go well, I'm gonna start having people lined up to call in. Button. We got more streams.
There we go. What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
No problem. I appreciate you coming last minute because I was looking for people who have success stories to join the stream, and there's not a lot of people. A lot of people still struggling. But you, how far along are you on the journey at the moment?
Today is actually 1 month, totally clean.
1 month exactly?
Yeah, 1 month exactly.
Congratulations, bro.
Man, it's been a journey, let me tell you. Thank you.
All right, I got a few questions for you. You don't gotta share anything you don't want to share. I'm just doing the stream to help out people to let them know they're not alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. First question is, what influenced you to smoke for the first time?
Well, I think I had tried other things life get into some rough situations. I tried self-medicating with alcohol. I was working out for a bit, lifting weights, and I just felt like I kept hitting a wall in everything that I did. And I wasn't trying to address the issues in my life. I was just trying to cover them up. And I actually had gained a ton of weight, like 50, 60 pounds just from drinking. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of that. I don't want to do that anymore. So I decided to try to start smoking instead, to see if that was the better path for me. It was not. It was
So,
definitely.
so it was your personal decision. It wasn't nobody else you seen around you doing it, and you like, I should try it out.
Well, so I will. So to kind of what led me on that path is that my best friend, he actually got like his wisdom teeth removed, and he wasn't smoking or anything either. And it wasn't until after he got his teeth removed, he had went to the smoke shop by his house and heard of Delta 8. And that's kind of where he was like, hey man, you got to check this out. It was new to all of us, so we were like, yeah, it's legal, it's weed, you can get it, you can get high, you can go buy it from the store, man, you should go try this stuff out. So after he was, because he was so fresh to it, he was still riding that super excited motion too. So I was like, oh man, it sounds like all the positives and none of the negatives. Let me try this out too. With everything that I had mentioned before, that was kind of how I was introduced back into it. And actually, it wasn't long after I was doing Delta 8 that it wasn't doing anything for me at all, and was just tasting gross and tasting fake. And
So what age was that? What age was that you tried it?
that was all a year ago. So
Gotcha.
so the first time that I'd ever smoked was when I was 19. I'm 32 now, so I was like 19 when I first done it. And I had smoked for about a year straight, maybe two, and I had quit then because kind of a crazy story, but I had quit then because I actually wound up in a situation that landed me in prison for 3 years. So I had to quit.
That forced you to quit. It wasn't no decision on your own.
Yeah, and I had done my time. I got out. I had 5 years on paper after that. So, walking the straight and narrow, just trying not to get a violation of probation and get back in. So that kind of forced me to stay straight. And then, I rode on that for quite a few years afterwards, up until this last year, where, I'd kind of fallen back on it. And that's where it was interesting, because in that scenario, I was forced to quit. So I didn't really know why I quit, other than I had to do it, So there was no motivating factor in quitting other than I just don't want to get back in trouble. I had every reason not to do it, but it was kind of forced upon me. So this time was a little different because I had to make that choice myself.
Okay. So you only been back on it for like a year.
Yeah, and so I had done it for like a year straight, and then this last month, a month ago, is when I decided to walk away from it again.
Okay. So how often were you smoking in this past year?
All day, every day. I mean, as
Okay.
much as I could.
About how many grams you would say a day?
um, I I would say it was either a half a gram of concentrate a day or half a gram vape pen a day, one of the two, whichever one I had at the moment. And then I would have a bowl or two of flour to kind of supplement, but that's just because I liked that effect. It didn't do anything for me. I just, it was really the concentrates and the vapes that I was on.
Okay. All right. So this last time that you quit a month ago, was this your first time trying to quit in the past year?
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting. I followed Leaves on Reddit the same day that I followed the medical sub. So it's like from the moment that I started smoking, I knew, this wasn't something inside of me just knew that this wasn't something that I was supposed to be doing. So I was looking at people's stories and everything that they were going through while I was using. And it actually was really crazy to see all the things that I was going through in other people's lives.
Felt like people, like you could relate to other people, right?
While I was in the middle of the addiction, like, oh man, that's me. I'm going through that right now, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
So it was really helpful.
So your friend that got you into smoking weed, does he still smoke?
Yeah, he's doing edibles, but I'm trying to talk to him about it, you know, as often as I can.
Oh, you can't talk him out of it. He got to come to that decision on his own, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's really true.
But you told him that you quit weed though.
Yeah, yeah. And I try to encourage him with, you know, some of the positive things that I've seen.
What was his response?
He's happy for me. I mean, a lot of the people around me, I try to be as open as I can about it because it kind of helps me to be accountable, you know. So a lot of the people around me just they had no idea how bad off it was and what I was trying to do. So when I tell them, you know, this is what I was spending, this is how often I was trying to do it, they were like, "Holy crap! Okay, yeah, you need to quit."
How
You
much you
know,
think you was spending a week, like average?
at least 120 a week, at least, because I'd have to go twice a week to the dispensary.
That adds up too, right?
My goodness.
120 times four, that's like what, 480? 480 a month.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it, you know, and it totaled up to be about like 600 because I'd be getting, you know, a little extra here and there. So it was
Yeah,
about 600 a month.
it's like when you smoke with other people, you end up buying more.
Yeah, and that was crazy. I didn't even get to that point. I didn't have any friends. I was really alone in it. So I could
Okay,
imagine
so you smoking
even more.
solo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that, you know, that honestly sucked too.
Hmm. Okay. All right. So what's some signs you knew it was time to quit? What up?
I think
What up? Said son. What up, Kenley? What up, Daquita? What's up, Chris Chain? What's up, y'all? Hit the like button for me when y'all get up in here. I actually need to make one of y'all moderators. Go ahead. Go ahead. Breath of life.
yeah, yeah. I think the biggest sign that I had, the biggest motivator that I had, was that I wasn't happy. I wasn't enjoying it, and every minute that I was, you know, I mean, I felt like every time that I was using, which was all the time, I was thinking about why I shouldn't be doing this. You know, why I'm not happy. Why am I doing this? You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, and eventually that voice won. You know.
So that was the first sign it wasn't fun no more. You wasn't enjoying it. You wasn't enjoying it no more. That's the first sign, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I looked at how much time I spent, how much time I was spending, you know, in the bathroom or, you know, because you know, trying to sneak a toke, I didn't want to be around. My second sign was that I hated going anywhere. I hated driving. I hated going to the store. I hated seeing my friends. All I would think about is, okay, well, how can I get out of this so I can smoke again? And you know
Yeah.
that, and when I did finally find that time to do it, I wasn't happy and I wasn't enjoying it. So you know, it's just like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like weed became a priority in your life. It started becoming more important than hanging with your family, your parents, going to work. If you could call out and just smoke and you wouldn't be affected by it, you probably would do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put the money to the side, relationships to the side, and we just slowly become a priority. And that happens slowly. For me, it happened slowly, but you in 1 year you start to notice that. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? Mindfulness on your part. Some people don't realize that till like 3, 4, 5 years in.
Yeah, and honestly, I think you know the support group and the subs they helped me to see that because people were, you know, people who had been in that a few years in, you know, sharing their stories. I could be like, whoa, I see that happening to me. You know, that's really happening. So that was
Hmm.
super helpful to recognize it fast.
Definitely. So I was going to ask you that. Did you have any support quitting weed? But you mainly lean on the Reddit groups. I told y'all about the Reddit groups. One of them is called Quitting Weed. Other one is called Leave. So if you need some support, obviously you got my channel, but you can also join these Reddit groups and people in there helping each other out all day, every day. Everybody sharing their stories, whether they're struggling with it or they already in the clear or they was in the clear and they relapse. It's
Yeah.
like so many different stories and experiences in the Reddit group. So I definitely encourage all y'all, if you're struggling, join Reddit, join the group's Leaves, and the other one is called Quitting Weed. Drop a comment or a post in there. People going to support you, help you out as best they can. So you found Leaves first, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
And that was your support group.
it was interesting because I had found them and wanted to share. I guess at that time I wasn't smoking, because I made a post saying, I've been clean for 10 years. This is how I've been able to stay away from it for so long. I mean, and then like shortly after that, I fell right back into it. There's about a 10-year gap of, that time where I had gotten arrested and then had to stay clean, up until the time that I started using again.
Yeah, and I bet you never heard of no Quitting Weed support groups before
No,
right?
not at all. Not at all. It used to be the kind of thing to where, all the lies that you're told. Oh, it's not addicting. You don't, what are you talking about? Quitting weed? You don't have to quit. You just, need to not smoke so much or whatever. So, all
It's
that
just a
stuff.
plant, it's just a plant. You can't get addicted. They start making it seem like something wrong with you, not weed.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and hey, that's a thing too, is that if you don't, you got to understand what you have going on in your head to begin to fight that, even the desire, because it's easy to want to throw a band-aid on it, but it's takes a lot of work to address the real issues.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And it's like when you smoke weed every single night or every weekend, it's like you numbing yourself to your problems or things that you could change in your life for better. If you get high, you don't even care about it no more. You don't even care about it no more. You're like, I'm good. As long as I'm high, I don't care. I don't care if I'm broke. I don't care if I just lost my job. I don't care if I'm neglecting my time with my family, kids. You know what I'm saying? You just start not caring. So, yeah, bro, it's good mindfulness on your part.
Yeah, no, and the what you're talking, the neglecting it, man, that's so true. That is hard, because like I have hobbies, I have things that I love. You see the guitars behind me. I do music. I love cars. I'm married. And I mean, after, at first it was like, oh, yeah, all this stuff is way more fun. And then shortly after, I just didn't want to do any of it anymore.
You say you're married?
Yeah.
Does your does your partner smoke?
No, no. She actually has asthma. So she's like, I couldn't if I wanted to, which is
Okay.
probably a good thing.
And she accepted that's what come with you. You a dirty smoker.
We had been married for like a while. I mean, we've been married. We're coming up on 5 years. We were together for 2 before then. So I was clean, most of my relationship with her, completely. So for her, it was like, oh, whoa, what are you doing? She was actually afraid a lot of the times that I would fall back into addiction. So whenever I told her, she was like, man, that really sucks. That was the thing that I was worried about,
Hmm.
you know.
What
But
was her reaction when you told her you about to quit? Or what was her response or support? Anything?
honestly, um, she loves me so much. She was like, listen, I just want you to be happy. I want you to know that that's what you want to do and be happy for it. Um, she would rather, she was kind of holding back. I think, truthfully, I think she was holding back how she really felt, just to be a good positive support for me. Yeah, I don't know if she would ever say, I hated that you did this, or I didn't like the way you were, because she's just not that way. She's a really sweet person, but for her, she just wants me to be happy.
That's good. It sounds like you got a real one.
Yeah,
You know.
man, ride or die for real. What you're talking about, the neglecting, is I neglected her a lot. That was the thing that hurt me the most, is that I read people posting, I've been married to my wife and we grew apart, and I would go hide in the room. Eventually I would just go leave and she would sit at home doing nothing, waiting for me to be around. And I got to see that in my own life, where I spent more time in my office and less time with her, and coming out of that, uh, that binge that I was on, I can feel the distance now, and it's not irreparable, but it was still is there, and it's something that I would have never ever noticed, didn't care about when I was smoking. I didn't even know that it was happening.
Yeah. So you've been spending more time with her the past month since you quit?
Oh yeah, I've been making time.
I bet she gonna notice a difference. Like, I'm seeing you a little bit more. She
Oh
gonna notice
yeah.
a difference for sure.
And not it used to be the kind of thing to where we would go out all the time, eat out all the time, hang out, do things. And then when I was on it, I'd be telling her, hey, we don't have a lot of money to spend this month, or hey, we need to chill on the groceries and eating out. And for her, she's like, wow, really? And now it's like we get to go back out and do things again and have fun and enjoy each other. So it's been really positive.
Mm-hmm. Not only do you have a little extra money for that, but you're not anti right now. You're not avoiding going outside in the sun.
Oh
You don't
man.
stay inside the man cave all day.
Exactly. I want to go out and do things. I'm finding that desire coming back. So it's been really helpful.
That's good. That's good. All right. So what's some withdrawals you went through like the first month so far? Any withdrawals have you been dealing with or past now?
So the worst one, believe it or not, was the stomach pains. It was killing me. I had like crazy, I mean, I must have lost weight from not eating because I had no appetite. Because my stomach always felt like something was going on. I actually went to my doctor about it, and I wasn't truthful with him. I was just telling him, I got these stomach pains. I don't know what's going on, and he called it even without knowing what was going on. He's like, well, you have irritable bowel syndrome from anxiety. And it's kind of gross, but it's just rotten guts from stress and anxiety, and that I think that um, that was the worst withdrawal out of all of them. For like the first couple of weeks, it was just all day. Anytime I tried to, anytime something bothered me, my stomach would start hurting, and that was kind of a weird one for me.
That came from not eating.
It came from what I think it came from was like my doctor was telling me that serotonin is stored in your gut, and I think the weed was affecting the way my brain's reward system was reacting. So when it was gone, my body didn't really know how to deal with rewarding itself, didn't know how to deal with stress. And he was saying that those kind of things, because it's in your gut, it's kind of in the same area, it could cause stress and anxiety could cause that. Um, and so it was weird. Like I said, it was a weird one, but yeah, the stomach pains was crazy, the cramps and all of that. That was a bad one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hear that one too much. Yeah, I definitely had an issue with eating. I definitely had an issue with eating, and I noticed when I wasn't eating, I was having a problem with my digestive system. I was getting constipated. I couldn't take a number two. I couldn't take a dump for nothing, bruh. I couldn't take a dump for nothing.
Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst.
Yeah, but I started drinking some protein shakes, some smoothies, some fruits, vegetables, light, what I'm saying, some light stuff. I even
Fiber.
started drinking these right here too. I'll be promoting these on my channel. I need to get a sponsor or something, bruh. But y'all watching this joint right here is nasty. This cookies and cream joint, nasty.
Don't taste like cookies and cream.
It just, I don't know, do something. It tastes like some melted cookies and cream ice cream.
Oh, oh
It ain't,
man.
it ain't good though. I recommend the apple cinnamon joint. But y'all always tell y'all I tried new things and I tried something new, and sometimes you realize this not it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I realized. So yeah, keep trying new things, but you're gonna realize this not it, and that's cool too. I already bought a case of it, so I gotta drink it now. But yeah, any of y'all struggling with eating, definitely recommend these. Just not this flavor. Salads, PB&J, smoothies,
Soft stuff.
light stuff, right? Light stuff,
Yep.
applesauce, all that stuff. All right. So those are any other withdrawals you went through besides the stomach pain?
The one that was the more persistent, I should say, after all that stuff cleared up. The bigger one for me. Oh, there was a funny one too, and that's actually my sex drive went way down when I quit, because it's supposed to
Yeah.
make everything better. So my brain didn't really associate that with reward yet. That one was a funny one.
I'm gonna make a video on that because I got a DM Instagram, somebody asking me about libido and stuff like that after quitting weed. So it's
Yeah,
coming, y'all. I'm gonna make a video on that for y'all.
yeah,
On
that's
my
a
experience,
good
I'll share my experience with it.
one.
But you
Yeah,
noticed that for sure?
yeah, and then the big one was that my I feel like it, kind of the way that I explain it is that my brain would constantly try to convince me that it's okay to use just this once, or um, however that might be, or just on the weekends, or just after work. Like I would deal with those kind of cravings constantly, you
Hmm.
know, and I'd have to continuously, like, I'd made up my mind that anytime, if the thought is me trying to allow myself to smoke weed, that's a lie. And that's my brain trying to get me back on it. And so that was one that I had to fight with, still fight with occasionally, but not as bad a month in as it was, the first 3 weeks, I would say, even where, anytime something happened, I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do it just this once. And I would just have to immediately shut that down. Like, no, that's a lie. That's a trick.
That's
You know?
good, bro. That's good. Many people can't even shut it down. They just let them thoughts control their actions. Next thing they know, they smoking. Like I had one experience where I quit smoking weed to get a better job, and I passed the drug test. I was saying I was like 3, 4 weeks clean. I passed the drug test. I'm saying mission accomplished. I got the job, all that stuff. And I remember going to cop from a weed man, and I remember driving back to my spot where I was going to smoke with the weed inside the car. I'm like, I really shouldn't be doing this. I remember just telling myself I really shouldn't be doing this. End up doing it. Next thing I know, I'm smoking heavy again. After going 3, 4 weeks clean, got my system all clean, detox, everything good. I just talked myself back into going back to the old habit. I could have kept going forward, but I'm saying I relapse. I wouldn't say it's a relapse because I chose it. I chose it, what I'm saying, but it wasn't the best decision. I tell y'all every time you relapse, something to learn from that experience. So
So do you still fight with some of that now? Like some of the cravings, even like, I can do it, or
nah, I don't.
great. That's awesome, man.
I got the crew on here on my channel always reminding me
That's awesome.
why they're quitting, and that reminds me why I quit. I get that constant reminder, and you better off without it. You on the right path, and plus I do this now, so it's like I do one-on-one sessions with people, helping them quit smoking weed. How is my business going to grow if I fall back into that? How am I going to help out people quit smoking weed if I'm smoking weed? At this point,
Yeah.
it's like a business thing for me. So I'm on a different path.
That's a strong motivator too. I mean, I think for me, anytime that I think about, you know, I can smoke on the weekends, or I can smoke just this once, I remind myself of where I just came from, and know that it's a one-way track to that. No matter what, there's not a smoke once a week for me. It's a one-way track to smoking all day, every day.
Yeah, me
And
too.
that,
That moderation never worked for me.
yeah, that's
I
that
think many
usually.
people just like that though. When you start smoking every single day, I don't. I haven't got no comments or DMs like, yeah, moderation is working for me. I ain't got that yet, and I've been doing this for a few years now. Ain't nobody ever tell me moderation is working for me. So
Have you
I
ever had
advise
anybody? Have you ever had anybody tell you about like tapering work for them? Like,
no.
'cause I can't imagine it does. But I
Mm-mm.
hear people say, "Oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try, cutting down to once every other day, once a week." But for me, no, it's just a one-way track to me using every day, all day.
Oh, Dizzle, you still there? All right, I see you, bro. Look like you sleep over there, bro. Making sure you still there. I see you got the thumbs up. All right, all right. Okay. So I wanted to ask you, did you separate yourself from your friends? But you said you was smoking alone majority of the time anyway, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I can see, you know, even with my friend who kind of introduced me to it, I can see just our differences in, me doing the things that I love again kind of keeps me grounded in that, and him not. That kind of creates just a natural separation on its own.
You start growing apart, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I definitely experienced that too. And a lot of y'all going to have to make that decision. Am I going to let my friends' lifestyle pull me back in, or am I going to continue creating a new life for myself, picking up other hobbies and habits, and creating a new life for yourself? Everybody gonna have to make that decision because majority of the time, if you smoke weed every day, you got friends and family that smoke weed every day with you all the time, and you're gonna have to separate yourself from them. It's a hard decision, but it could be the best decision you ever make. I'm telling y'all that through experience, bruh. Don't let other people, how they live in their life, control you or, you know what I'm saying, pressure you into going back to what you know ain't good for you. All right, so any hobbies you picked up in the meantime, one month since quitting weed, or hobbies in general that you got back to that you stopped doing when you started smoking?
I do have one that I picked up. I'm a Christian, and I play guitar for my church. Um, and it's something that I auditioned for them while I was smoking, and I told my buddy that, yeah, man, they finally accepted me onto the team. He's like, "What are you gonna do? Go get stoned and then go out on stage and worship God? How does that work?"
No.
and and it kind of like was a smack in the face where I was like, "Oh man, like yeah, that's probably not what I should be doing." And it's crazy because I would have never wanted to and would not be able to go up on stage and play in front of people, every week if I was smoking, So, getting back into guitar is something that I got since being clean, but having the courage to go out and play and perform on stage in front of people I guess, is something new that I would not be doing otherwise.
Mm-hmm. And you feel a little bit more confident, sure of yourself, right? When you
Yeah,
do.
and less ashamed. I think a lot of people walk around with shame, who are in their addiction that they don't know about or they're not willing to admit. And I don't feel that anymore. I feel like, confident, like you said, in who I am and what I'm doing.
Okay, that's good. I seen you had that fish tank when we did the testing. How long you
Oh
had
yeah,
them? Yeah, how long you had? Yeah, show them. Go ahead, show them. How long you had them beta fish?
I have been keeping fish since I met my wife. Honestly, she's the one who got me into it. So that tank's kind of new. It's only like 2 years old, but I've been keeping fish for like the last 8, 9 years now.
Okay, I bring that up because I got a fish tank too, and I woke up to one of my fish dead a few days ago. The fish that I have, like African cichlids, they're very aggressive. So
Yeah.
they just jumped one of the fish. They said it's time to get you up out of here. I woke up to that thing dead, like massacred. I was looking for him for a while. Then I looked behind something. I seen my man just laid over, half of his body missing. They done bit off his fins. It was a sad day, but I had to make a video, so I had to put on a smile. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fish was one of the hobbies that I picked up when I quit smoking weed. So
Okay.
anybody looking for a hobby, having a pet, like I tell y'all, is a hobby, whether it's a dog, having a cat you spend time with, or fish, it's something to keep you busy. And it gives you a little bit more purpose in your life. You're taking care of another living being. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely encourage y'all get a pet if you're looking for a hobby after quitting weed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about going to like fish like yours that's not so aggressive. Because these fish, I done lost like 3 fish within the last 6 months. They be just like killing each other. They
Yeah,
be
no,
killing each
African
other.
cichlids fight each other a lot, but they're really pretty though. If you get the right ones, they're really
Yeah,
pretty.
right. They tropical fish. They look good, but they just aggressive, bro.
Yep, very
I didn't
terrifying.
know that. I didn't know they were like for intermediate or expert fish keepers. I just bought them because they look nice.
Mm-hmm.
So they put me through a lot of stress. I'm waking up the fish dying. I'm trying to save them, like separate them. It's crazy, but
It's
yeah,
work.
yeah, it was worth it though. But honestly, I'm getting a little tired of them. Thinking about getting rid of the whole thing. I don't know yet. I'm still
You can get something smaller, peaceful community tank.
yeah. That'll be the other option.
Less
Yeah.
maintenance. It's hard to get rid of once you have them and once you fall in love with them. It's hard to get rid of them. Trust me, we've tried. We scaled down, scaled back up. My wife and I. It's hard to get out of that one.
Well, you got a wife, so you might got to talk it over with her. I live solo, so if I feel like it's over, it's over. I ain't got to consult nobody. I don't got to ask. Do you think we should get rid? No, it's all me. If I want to get rid of them, they gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Any any positive habits you've picked up since quitting weed? Positive, productive, any habits. like me, for example, I started meditation, I started affirmations, stuff like that. That's helped me tremendously. I got videos on them on my channel. And y'all hit the like button too if y'all been. Don't be just watching, soaking up all the game and experience. Hit the like button, help us out, get in the algorithm. But yeah, any habits you picked up?
Yeah, you said it earlier. Mindfulness exercises was one that I do, and there's a few that are like, take a deep breath, think of something that you're grateful for, do that like 3 times. There's a couple of different exercises that I've picked up, like habits to help me because life, the stresses of life don't go away when you quit, but you learn how to deal with it in a more positive and healthy way. So, you know, being
Yeah,
able to just recognize all the things that are so great around me is super helpful.
practicing gratitude. That's
Mhm.
great, bro. That could change your life. I got a video on that too. Change your life. It can change your day, and if you just, what I'm saying, can make your days better, you're gonna live a better life. What I'm saying? Having a good life is all about having good days. If you could just find a way to make each day good by being grateful, you're gonna look back like I've been having a good week. I've been having a good month. You know what I'm saying? So gratitude, that's definitely a great habit to pick up, bro. What's up,
Yeah.
Mike? Shout out to Mike, bro. One of my members for my channel. I'm 6 months in, still fighting the thoughts of just on the weekends. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I got motivation, with the business stuff, so I don't really think about looking back, but you gotta find something else to put at the top to keep you going, like a light at the end of the tunnel to keep you going, Mike. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you can't quit is because you got to get your money up. You got to get your dream house, dream car, business, whatever. You got to be something that's going to keep you going and not looking back. But yeah, maybe it never goes away. Them thoughts of fighting, maybe it never goes away. As long as you stay strong, eventually you'll start finding other things to think about, other things to fill your time with, and all that.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks
Couple
for
more.
having me, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, you want to roll out?
I know there's another person waiting on me. I know. I hate to take all their time
All
too
right, this is the
now.
last question. How long we
All
been
right.
on here? All right, last question. Would you ever smoke again? Would you ever smoke again? If so, on what conditions? Last question.
I don't think so. I
No?
don't think I would. The last time, like I said, I quit. I had to quit. Life made me quit. I think this time I know now the truth, and that there's just no way that I could ever do this or moderate it and be happy. So I think I've kind of proved it to myself that this is just not the way to go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm thinking of this chat right here. Oh, Dizzle just rolled out. He said they go to sleep.
Oh no.
That was the next caller, but yeah. I appreciate you calling in, bro. Breath of life. Appreciate you calling in and sharing your experience, your story. Stay strong. You 1 month in. Just keep going, bro.
Yeah, I gotta keep going. I know where backwards takes me, so I gotta keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm. All right. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna keep watching for a bit afterwards, but then I'll probably gotta go to sleep too. So
Okay. All
it's
right.
like 10:10 over here too. So
All right. Peace out, bro.
all right, thank you, man.
That's crazy. Oh, Dizzle rolled out soon as the caller ended. It's all good though. You can call in next week, Dizzle. But yeah, I had some other callers, but they all the way across the world in the UK. They like, bro, it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern over there, but it's gonna be like 2:30 a.m. over here. So they wasn't really with the late night stream. But yeah, man. I hope all y'all staying strong. Since Dizzle rolled out, anybody else want to call in? Anybody else? Never mind. I ain't finna do that because I'm gonna have to do a lot to change the description, all that stuff, bro. So yeah, bro. That's all for this week, man. I just want to get some new stories on the channel. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you want to call in next week, hit my Instagram DM. If you like at least a month clean, hit my Instagram DM, and I'll have you on the stream to share your success story or your whole timeline. Really, how you started, what signs were there to let you know it's time to quit, how did you quit, what withdrawals you went through, all that stuff. So yeah, hit my Instagram DM if you want to join the stream next week. All right. Y'all like the video? Make sure you check out my Quitting Weed playlist. Make sure you follow me on IG. Join my Patreon for exclusive videos, live streams, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, I'll let y'all in the next video. If you want to donate to the stream, my Cash App down below as well. I appreciate that always. And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all in the next video, man. Enjoy y'all evening.